Alright guys, so this is the second video in the ArcGIS Enterprise Deployment series. In the first one we set up the virtual machine that will host ArcGIS Portal. So in this one we're going to actually install and license Portal, and then we'll do the web adapter as well. So let's get straight into it, Okay, so back over on the machine, we had set up the SSL and the domain name for the portal server. So if you have your remote desktop connection, you can now put in the computer name as the domain name here. So we'll just hit connect on this and we'll log in with that admin account that we set up. So we're going to get into the machine and then we'll need to log into My Esri to go get our license and also download the software. Okay, so once the computer's finished booting up and you're logged into it, we will close this down and we just need to open our browser and go to My Esri. I'll just make that larger. We'll search for My Esri here, log in. And hopefully you already have this. I've got the developer subscription so I could make this series, but I'm sure you'll have your own login. So, okay, so when you first log into My Esri, this is what it's going to look like. The first thing we're going to do is just download the software so we have it ready, and then we'll license it in a sec. So go to Downloads and then ArcGIS Enterprise Windows. At time of recording, 11.5 is the newest version, so we're going to get that one. So we'll scroll down here. We're going to do Portal, and you see there's actually two installations here. You actually need both of them. So you expand one of these, it'll say, because it's two files with the .exe and .exe1 extensions, to extract the package and ensure you have both in the same folder. So we're going to download both. We'll get that one, the small one. And then this one here, this 5 gigabyte one. It's 11.5, okay, and then the other thing we need is, if we go down, we need the web adapter for IIS. So we'll need that guy as well. Okay, so once we've got them downloading and almost finished now, we will now need to get a license. So we'll go to the licensing and we can go start licensing. And we're not doing desktop, we're doing enterprise. So we click enterprise, and then the version is going to be 11.5, the newest one. So the license type is going to be portal. So we need the portal license. We'll hit next on here. Okay, and in here we can choose what sort of licensing we want to license in our server. So your creator licenses have a ArcGIS Desktop Basic associated with them. Indoor user I'm not quite sure about, but Professional Plus, this will give you, I think, standard or advanced ArcGIS Pro desktop licensing. And then viewers just no license at all. So well, viewers just for, for people that you want to give access to view the portal. So I'm just going to have a couple of these. I'll just do I'm only going to have one, so we'll just go here. Let's just do a couple of these in case I want to make videos of that. We're going to Professional Plus, and then we'll do 3 viewers. Yeah, may as well max it out. Okay, so go down here. You can choose what add-on applications you want. You can do this later as well. You can add in more if you feel like it. So, add-on user type extensions. Let's turn that one on. I'm not sure what these other ones are, so I'm going to leave it with these ones and then I'll turn them on later. Alright, so once you're happy with what licensing you want to have set up, we'll go next. Yeah, it gives you a warning, say, hey, you haven't put any add-on applications or premium portal capabilities. Do you want to continue? Yeah, I think I'm just going to continue. I don't know what they are yet, so I'll license them later. All right, so down here you can also choose additional add-ons. So these are the extensions for ArcGIS Pro. These are pretty good, so let's just turn all of them on. This is just when you use your portal user license, you have access to these extensions for ArcGIS Pro, so it's handy. So we'll go next, and then here we're going to have our URL for license management. So for this video series, this is going to be your domain name basically. So I've got agp.intelligis.io. That's going to be my portal environment. So I'll go next. And then here you put in your details. I'll just put in mine. And then we'll hit next on there. And then this is our setup. Make sure we're on 11.5. And then we're just going to go download as our delivery method. Oops, sorry, download. And then we can add in notes, so I'll just put, and this is going to be a new deployment. So if you are upgrading, you might choose one of the other ones, but we're going to do a brand new fresh deployment. So let's hit create file. Awesome, and then you can see it's downloaded it already for me here. So that's ready to go. So now we've got our software and we've got our license ready to go. So we hit this little, we've got all of this software here ready to go. I like to put that into a software folder. So I go to C drive and then my software folder here. That was my SSL stuff from the previous video. And now we've got all the portal software ready to go here. Okay, so now we're going to install ArcGIS Portal. It will extract somewhere. I'll probably put it in here as well, and then get that all ready, configured, ready to go, and then we'll install Web Adapter. So let's go to Portal, double click on Portal. And we're going to put it in this folder. You can leave it in default if you want, but I like to put it in all one place. So you see it goes and creates the folder here. And this is actually just going to extract the files that it will need for installation. But we'll just let this run. And I will cut back once this is finished extracting, and we'll run through the installation wizard together. Okay, so the installation has finished, the extraction of the files have finished. So we've got this success message. So we'll have this ticked on and then click close. And now the installer will actually start up properly. Okay, so ArcGIS Enterprise 11.5 portal, go next, just go next. We'll accept the agreement. Obviously, we will read this carefully. Hit next. Yeah, we'll install it in the default location. This is going to be where the content lives. So when things get pushed up to portal, we'll hit next on that. Okay, and this is the account that is going to run the ArcGIS portal service. So you can also set this up as a managed service account. So if you already have a user account set up on this machine, or your machine is domain joined, or you want to stop and domain join your machine now and then add a service account user to run this, you can do it here. But for our use case right now, we're just going to use the account that is created as a local user account to run the service. So put in a password, make sure you remember it. I'm just going to leave it as ArcGIS. So in services, when you see portal running, it'll be this will be the user account that's used to run it. So it'll go next. You can export your configuration file as well. What that'll do is just allow you to sort of save all the settings that you've set up your portal environment in. I don't really need to do that, so I'm just going to go do not export, and then we'll go and run the installation. And as it suggests here, yes, it is going to take quite a while. So on this machine, I've only got the 2 CPUs. The reason why I've done that is because I've only got a certain amount of CPU available in that region on Azure. So I think if I do 2 CPUs, it should be enough. But yeah, it's it will take a little while to install depending on how fast your machine is. So we'll let this install, and I'll cut back again once this is finished installing. Okay, we're back, and it has finally finished. It took forever, so don't worry. If it's been running on your machine, you've been waiting for it, and it took forever, just go get a coffee. But eventually you'll get to this screen, we'll hit finish, and then it should take us to this local host 7443. It's not secure, your browser's not going to be happy about it, so we'll hit continue though. It's just local host, just how it always is. We will sort this out with a web adapter eventually. All right, and then we get to the configuration wizard. So we're going to go create new portal, and then this is where we give it our license file. So we'll go choose, and then go to wherever you put your license file. So I've put it in C drive software, and there it is, just the JSON file. So we'll go open, next. Okay, and this is where we create our administrator user account. And you'll see here, because the license file has creator, professional, professional plus, you can choose one of these accounts to base the admin on. So yeah, a lot of the time people use portal admin for this, but I like to go administrator. It's worth knowing as well at this point, this is going to be the user account that will also administer ArcGIS server after we federate them together. So just something to make a note of when you make this account. I like to call it administrator. Administrator's got that hefty, that weight to it, but you call it whatever you want. So we'll go next. Okay, you can just put your details in here. This is the user account that's going to be an administrator. I've seen people put in things like IT services and that sort of thing. Okay, we'll skip through this bit because obviously I don't want you to know all these details. Okay, and then after you hit next, we go to the content directory configuration. So you can go and put this, a lot of people like to make a second drive on the machine and put it in there. I've just got C drive, I haven't set up any extra drives, and for the purpose of this video series, that's going to be fine. This is where, the content for ArcGIS Portal is going to go when people upload things, that sort of thing. So go next, and then this is going to be our configuration. So we'll hit create, and this will also take a little while. So we'll just let this run. Okay, so once again, after a fair while, it's finished creating the account and I think the initial setup of Portal. So Portal is currently restarting and will require a few minutes again to complete. When you hit OK, we redirect it to install the web adapter. That's cool. Okay, so we hit OK. And then after configuring the web adapter, you can sign in to your portal using the initial administrator account. So that's that administrator account we went and created, what you can sort of see there. So whenever you have to restart Portal, it does take, at least on the machine that I've set it up here, it does take a really, really long time to start up again. Sometimes you just have to browse to it and have a look and refresh, and it can take quite a few minutes, up to 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So that's probably what's happening now. Okay, so once that's finished configuring, we'll be taken to this web adapter next steps page, and what this is saying is now that everything's ready to go, the next thing you want to do is probably install the web adapter. So we can use ArcGIS Portal now. So we go to home. We can see, this is your ArcGIS Portal page. We can go sign in, and then we can sign in like this, just using the administrator account. That's the only one that we got right now. So just log in with however you set that up. And we can see we're in Portal. We can go to members and go and create new members. We can look at our content directory like this. There's nothing in there yet. And yeah, for all intents and purposes, Portal is kind of working, but you'll notice in the URL that we're accessing it, it's not running on HTTPS, so not 443, it's actually running on 7443. And that's what the web adapter is going to do for us. It'll allow us to access Portal through the domain that we want to access Portal through, and it'll be secured by SSL properly, right? So at the minute, we only really access Portal like this on the local machine. External to that, I haven't opened up 7443 on Azure or anything, so you won't be able to access it outside of that virtual net. So that's what we're going to do in the next video. We'll run out of time on this one, but yeah, next video we'll go and set up the web adapter on Portal, and then it'll be like 90% ready to go because remember we still have to federate it with server and we haven't set up server yet. So I'll see you in the next one where we set up the web adapter for Portal.